To be honest, I don't know. I was confused. The whole day I was confused since yesterday. I really didn't know what to expect. Mentally, I was just out of it. Like, man, I didn't know whether to shoot the ball, pass the ball, hug the other guy. I didn't know what to do, so I'm just really glad it's over. You know, I'm just glad that we play in two different conferences. So I don't have to keep it going through this emotional breakdown.
Did you see the video?
Yeah, that was unbelievable. Really appreciate it. You know, and I say this time again, I really appreciate just the whole city of Boston, whole Celtics organization, just the way they embraced me from the time I came out of high school to who I developed as a player now. It's just, just let them know that I greatly appreciate everything. And, that's something that they didn't have to do. It ain't like I just was around here just putting up buku numbers or something like this, so they didn't have to do that. So, I'm not taking it for granted, and just let everybody know that I greatly appreciate it.
How does a night like tonight help you put maybe some of that behind you and kind of close the chapter and let you move on the first time back?
It helps a lot. You still have it in your mind that, you still have this bond with a group of guys that you bonded with through a championship and a lot of mentors. And, it's hard. It ain't like something that you could just let go. So it's definitely a difficult situation.
Is part of you still a Celtic?
Yeah. Much love. I'm greatly appreciative about being in Oklahoma and stuff like that. And I love Oklahoma, but just being here for 8 years and winning the championship, it's hard to replace it. Just from what I learned, and it's I just still got a special place in my heart here. So that's all it is.
It looked like there were a couple battles with KG where you guys were kind of smiling at each other. I think you got a foul called on you and you were kind of shaking your head, and KG.
Well, he took a charge, and KG, that was probably his first charge in his career. So I was like, oh man, you don't take charges. Like, I got one. Finally, I got one. And I was like, you just had to get one on me, right? So that's all it was. It wasn't nothing else.
Having played with it for so long, did it give you a little special insight as to what they might do in certain situations?
What you mean?
Well, you know what they do.
Oh, yeah. I was calling their plays out today. I was calling their plays out. So, but I don't know. I was just all messed up in the head out there today. I really, basketball-wise, I really wasn't into the game, to be honest with you.
Kendrick, you played with those guys for a long time. Obviously now they're sort of going through a rough patch. How much confidence do you have that, in the end, in the East, they'll be there?
A lot. I know right now they're struggling, but, they have guys over there that have played 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 years in the league, really. Honestly. So one thing I know about them, as the season goes on, they just go get better, as far as in shape and stuff like that. So can't never count them out. I know they're not worrying about where they seeded at or anything like that. Just know they gonna get in the playoffs, and when they do, they gonna make noise. They got too much talent. They well coached, too much experience, and they're a team that's gonna turn it up. Whether they get in at the 8 or 7 seed, it probably don't even matter to them. But you'll see come late February, they're gonna run off about 11, 12 in a row. It'll be back to old days.
What will you tell your kids about this day?
Unbelievable. It was just, if I can get a videotape of it, it would be awesome if I could just show them. Like I said, you never take situations like that for granted. They didn't have to do that. The whole video thing, just the welcome from the crowd, everything. It was real.
Kendrick, can you just talk about your play in the third quarter? It seemed like maybe you mentioned you were a little messed up in the head. It seemed like in the third quarter you got into the flow of the game a little more, maybe.
Yeah, I did. Got a couple easy looks and a couple baskets that, it was cool. I was trying to get involved a little bit, do something out there on the court besides just run up and down. But You know, my teammates played great tonight. You know, they came out prepared, and it was just a good night.
Kirk, I don't know if you already talked about this. Can you just talk about that foul on Rondo to start off the game?
I didn't know what to expect. He was coming at me full speed. I was really just trying to wrap him up, but he was coming so fast at me. I just tried to wrap him up, but he's kind of slipped out of my hands. But it wasn't nothing where I was trying to, do nothing crazy to him. It was just I just couldn't let him score on me. So I didn't know what he was going to try.
How are these guys different when you're playing against them in practice and playing against them in a real game?
But the crazy part is I never played against him in practice.
Right.
So I never played against KG or Paul or Ray or Rondo. So being on the other end, you see how valuable they really are and why they are who they are. Like what they bring to the table for us with Paul, Ray, KG, Rondo, all them guys, what they bring to the table is amazing.